We've got all the updates on the Sex and the City revival and what happened to Kim Cattrall's character. Plus, Jennifer Aniston reveals how she has avoided public crises in all of these years while becoming an A-lister. Hey guys, it's Allie for Hollywood Life with your entertainment news roundup. Now, many actors who hit major stardom have a tough time with their rise to fame. But in a new interview, Jennifer Aniston revealed the factors that allowed her to avoid a public crisis, especially after playing Rachel Green on Friends. During the show's seasons on the air, as well as the 15 years since, Jennifer has remained centered and humbled while avoiding most incidents that have plagued other A-list celebs. Now, if you're wondering how she did it, Jen had a simple answer, saying, "A godsend of support, just so many evolved, positive people around me." The morning show actress also said that her late mother, actress Nancy Dow, whom she was estranged from for many years, had a major impact on how she turned out. Jen said, "I also grew up watching someone sit comfortably in victimhood and didn't like how it looked. I knew that this person was giving me an example of what I'd never want to be, and I will never ever be that. I had a choice to make. Either I'm going to surrender into bonbons and living under my covers, or I'm going to go out there and find a creative outlet and thrive. And that is what I did." Well, congratulations to Jen, you are a true inspiration. Now heading into a major spoiler alert ahead of talking about the Sex and the City reboot. So stop here if you haven't watched. The Sex and the City revival, and Just Like That, has arrived on HBO Max, and the first episode of the new series premiered with some devastating twists. Now again, we warned you, but sadly, Big dies. After a Peloton bike ride, he collapses and has a heart attack. By the time Carrie is able to discover him on the shower floor, he's already passed, and an emotional voiceover says, "And just like that, Big died." In the second episode, Carrie grieves the loss of Big and plans his funeral with emotional and touching scenes. Now, I won't spoil everything for you, but I would definitely bring a box of tissues with you when you sit down to watch. Continuing with Sex and the City, if you didn't know, actress Kim Cattrall decided not to reprise her iconic role as Samantha Jones in the new series, despite having a major part in the original. So if you're wondering how the show explained what happened to her character, we got you covered. The new series begins with Carrie, Charlotte, and Miranda, now in their 50s, and while the trio is waiting for a table to have one of their notorious lunches, they come across Bitsy Von Muffling, who asks where Samantha is. Charlotte says, "Oh, she's no longer with us," which makes Bitsy think that Samantha's dead. Miranda quickly chimes in to note that Samantha's very much still alive, and Carrie adds in she's in London. Samantha moved to work in the UK. But I guess the show's writers wanted to take one last dig at Kim, because in another scene, Miranda and Carrie have a talk about Samantha, and Miranda says, "You know, it is kind of like she's dead, Samantha. We never even talk about her." Will you guys be watching the show? Let us know in the comments. And be sure to hit the sub, like, and bell button. Follow me on social media at AllieStegnita and stick with us for the latest. Bye, guys.